Hello, we are Thermo Life. I am Shazam.
Unbreakable.
And I'm Lauren. To start everyone out today, I want you all to close your eyes. I want you to imagine that you are a part of a search and rescue team for a national park. You've just found out that someone has been missing for 5 days. As the days pass by, the temperature is slowly dropping. And if you don't find this person soon, they're going to get hypothermia, which they will soon lose alertness, coordination, and strength. If you find this person, are you going to have the proper tools and equipment to save them? Now, with your eyes remaining closed, we're going to take you into a different situation. You are now a hiker in the Smoky Mountains. And you're just hiking along, and all of a sudden you find yourself lost. You're by yourself, you don't know what to do. 2 days pass by, and your food and water supply is low. And then one day, you hear something. It's a helicopter, which could very well be your saving grace, but how are you going to get its attention? You are a minute part of this huge mountain range. How could you possibly get its attention? And this next product will explain how you could potentially get its attention.
So our first product addresses the very first problem, which is being found. Now, it's called the Thermal Life Beacon. It is based off the thermal tag, except it will have a higher concentration of chemicals for a longer and brighter burn. And the problem this addresses is it's meant to work in just about any condition and scenario you can think of, whether that be in water, snow, dense forests. A lot of the alternatives on the market right now don't satisfy all those needs. So maybe sometimes people have a mirror, but it could be obstructed by trees, flares, and fires. Those are both really good options to gain attention. But at the same time, out in the West, you can start a wildfire, potentially kill yourself or people miles away, they're in the vicinity. And about the only thing that's better is a personal locator beacon, a PLB. But with that, they cost about $150 and up, and less experienced hikers are not even know what that is. So the Thermal Life Beacon is designed to work in all scenarios. It's meant to be a cheaper alternative, and it'll be a perfect opportunity and option for less experienced hikers. Now, being found is only half the battle. In order to stay alive in adverse conditions, such as wet or cold, you're going to need gear in order to survive that. And then once you're rescued, you're going to need gear to survive being rescued, which brings us to our next problem.
Approximately 144,000 people in the U.S. alone die from hyperthermia each year. Our next product works to alleviate this problem by gradually increasing the patient's body temperature. The Thermal Life HypoVest is designed to have an air rate from the center of the body mass out slowly over time. It would be equipped with a bulb most common to blood pressure. Most people see them with blood pressure gauges. That way, it is of easy use for both rescuee and rescuer. It would have a tube that spirals across the chest that would be able to be hanging off the side for the patient or for the rescuer to be able to squeeze to aerate the chemical bags that are used in the thermal target patents. It would allow you to slowly over time increase the person's internal temperature. Now, another major portion about treating hypothermia is making sure to get rid of wet clothing and to get rid of all moisture. Therefore, our thermal vest would have a wool lining that would help absorb as much as of the moisture that is still left on the skin. Another major portion about hypothermia is that you cannot apply heat directly or too fast to the patient. Therefore, having the gauge and having the bulb regulates the amount of oxygen that can go in, and having the wool lining prevents the direct contact of the heat pads to the patient, preventing the patient from going into shock. There's many other current methods at the moment to preventing hypothermia. Main options are for a blanket they are made of wool or cotton. They are sometimes referred to as a space blanket, but while inexpensive, the results speak for themselves. The results show that even whenever found and rescued from that situation, a lot of the patients are still ended up lost due to hypothermic conditions. The hypo vest would be both refillable, reusable, be environmentally friendly, and inexpensive. So the results would save lives.
The aspects of the Thermal Life Beacon and the Thermal Life Hypo Vest, you did find that person that went missing 5 days ago, and you did get the attention of that helicopter. So why not put these two life-saving devices together? Well, we did just that. So if you are ever in these real-life situations, the Thermal Life Heat Wave Kit will be your saving grace. Thank you.